Yes? Who is it?
Don.
Welcome to the Sauce Lab.
Good to see you again, Avi.
Great to see you, Raj. Thanks for coming
Fantastic. You call me Don. So I got 3 choices right now and I have to have Padmavati pick the choice. So for every one of my choice, I'll recite a dialogue. Okay? So I think we'll start off with Bollywood.
by. That's a great choice, Don. It's a Bollywood sauce made in Canada. It's a really interesting sauce.
Wow. So I'm actually from Vancouver, Canada. Don ko dushman ki sabse badi galti hai ki wo Don ko dushman hai. There you go. That's for Bollywood. Now for the second take, we want to spice it up a little bit more.
That's right.
I think we can go with the Naagin Indian. Is that the one?
That's from India, Don. All right, this is a brand new sauce, Don. I just got it yesterday from a friend in India. I have not tried it yet.
I know, I want to make it hot. Hot like me. What is the spiciest pepper sauce available in the world?
Right now, the spiciest pepper in the world by Guinness Book of World Records is called Pepper X.
Pepper X.
And this is a
Wow.
sauce made with Pepper X and Carolina Reapers and Scorpions. It's called the Last Dab.
The Last Dab.
Triple X.
Triple X, just like me. Perfect.
Yeah, there
right?
you go.
So we've got Bollywood, Naagin. Am I correct? Naagin
That's
and
right.
Last Dab.
Triple X.
There you go.
What's up, hotheads? Welcome back to another episode of the Hotcast. And today I have my very good friend with me over here, Don,
Don.
aka Raj. We'll learn a little bit about the man behind the persona, the identity. And Raj, we're going to break through and tear through all these personalities that you built online today. If that's cool. And even if I don't, the sauce will, man. Because the sauce
that'll be
tears
fun.
it down.
I don't think so. I think I will burn the sauce, each
All
and
right.
every one of them.
Here we go. So today you've chosen 3 sauces and I've ranked them for you from least to most hot.
Yes.
The first sauce we have is Bollywood. By a company called La Pimenterie. And I think this is from Montreal, if I'm not mistaken. I believe you used to live in Canada, right?
Yes, I lived in Vancouver, Canada for the longest time. It was approximately 10 years almost. I did my undergraduate at University of British Columbia, Sauter School of Business. That was my foundational year. It was a lot of fun.
And while you were in Canada, did you travel around the country?
The beauty of being in that hemisphere is the fact that you're just 1 hour away from LA or 1 hour away by flight from everywhere.
So you went to LA?
Well, I've driven from Vancouver all the way down to Mexico.
Get out of here.
And it was me, my friend, and her. At that time, we were on a budget. We were very tight, you know? So I was like, oh, you know what? Me and my friend were gonna have a boys' night out. And she was a Scorpion. Scorpions are very possessive. So I was able to play with that, you know? And being the Gemini I am, I was able to manipulate her into saying, you know what? I'll be your chauffeur. Sorry, Simran. But this is approximately, like 15 years ago, I'd say. So I was an undergrad student. And it was one heck of an experience, but I will never do it again.
Okay.
I will never do it again, you know? Just stick to the plains, you know, and rent a car from there, from the city itself. It's far better. But it was an experience, once in a lifetime.
Well, let's just jump straight into this sauce, Bollywood. So obviously you're Indian.
Yes.
And you love the
I'm a
Indian
mix,
culture.
actually.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
mix, yes.
Tell us a bit about
So
that.
I am half. So my mom, she is half Sindhi and half Dutch.
Okay.
So my grandmother, in fact, I just found out a few years ago that she's actually Kashmiri. My father is a proper Punjabi. So my grandfather from my dad's side is a Punjabi. That makes him half Punjabi, half Kashmiri. And my mom, half Dutch and half Sindhi. So I'm a quarter of each one of them.
Wow, that's very
A
interesting.
confused breed, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm a very confused breed. That is taste, and then there is the heat. I'm not a sauce aficionado, but if I have to break it down, I think that the taste is really good. I love the taste. So it's got a very symbiotic, again, between the flavor and that of the heat that comes on. It's got a very good balance. It's a good heat.
One of my friends called them angry sauces. This isn't an angry sauce.
This is just passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. So really into astrology, I get, yeah?
Not really, but I'm dating a girl and she is into that.
Just one?
Well, the first one. Let's call her the first one.
Okay.
Right? The main one, okay? In fact, the main one is better. The rest I just borrow.
Okay.
You know, so it's called pinjam.
Yeah.
You know, pinjam sebentar and you balikin lagi.
It's like me with my hot sauces. I have
Your
my
hot
list, I have
sauce?
my go-to, and that's it.
Yeah.
But then I have to dabble with the other ones.
So she was the one who actually got me into this, and I was able to understand the pattern. I'm a Gemini, and when it comes to Gemini, we like to put things into logic and try to understand all of it. So there are three parts here when it comes to zodiacs. There's your rising, your sun, and your moon. So your rising is the facade you put on your face. So it's your first impression. And your sun is how you operate. Your moon is how you relax. As an analogy, if I were to give it as a job, when you are interviewing, that process is where you do not really behave like yourself. At least most people, they put on a facade, right? The projection they put on, that is called your rising.
Okay.
Then, or your ascendant, it's the same thing. Then how you actually work in your job, that is your sun sign. So in this case, I'm a Gemini and you're an Aries. Then how you relax, how you party, and when you're drunk, you have a different persona as a whole. And that is your moon. Your moon sign is when you're basically putting your leg up during the weekend and relaxing with your friends.
How do I know what my moon sign is?
I'll have to look into the app, but for mine, I've got my rising is an Aries. So that's why most people, they ask the question like, Dilraj, in the picture, why do you never smile? Because we value being fierce. And in fact, the one, I think, you can correct me here, but the one thing that you really demand from people is respect. That is very important. That's a very important word for Aries. So that's my rising.
Spot on. Spot on.
For me, it's a facade, right? And then Gemini. Geminis, they are the communicators. They're the party of the house, I'd say, right? So I need to be able to communicate with people, to be able to extract energy. And this country is very welcoming of Geminis. So if you look into Indonesia, the presidents, from Suharto to Jokowi, they're all Geminis.
Really?
Yeah, as much as people hate Geminis, but with the presidents. In fact, we've got the 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump, soon to be again.
Yeah.
Yes. Xi Jinping is a Gemini.
Really?
So a lot of
Trump,
the world leaders.
Xi.
Yeah, that is there. And my moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius are very stoic. They don't have much emotion. So when I drink, I become smarter even, I think.
Let's jump into your next sauce here, Raj.
My next sauce.
You picked out a new sauce I just got. It's called Naagin from India. And, it looks interesting. I've not tried it myself. It's called Kantha bomb, made with Kantari chilies. Is that from
Kantari?
Kashmir?
Kantari is, I think it's southern India.
It's a 6 out of 10. I don't get why they took such a wide neck bottle, but I do love the label.
Naagin.
It's got a nice shine to it. If you can check that out. It's got a nice sheen to it. It's a matte finish, but it has this little bit of a sheen to it over there. It's got this bird, so that gives that bird that nice glaze on. I love packaging,
I think it's very friendly.
Yeah,
it's friendly. A very friendly packaging. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see if the sauce is friendly or if it's angry.
Let's see. Salud. It's got a lot of green chili. I can taste the green chili.
Kantari chili, I guess.
The Kantari chili is very strong. That is there.
It says, know your chili, Kantari. A type of bird's eye chili, Kantari Malaku, may be the tastiest Indian chili you've ever heard. Not really giving me any fucking information there, are you? But there's like a part of India they're showing on the map. What's that, Western India?
I think it could be Tamil Nadu, no?
Yeah, it looks like around there.
But very rich flavor for sure.
It's decent.
Love it.
Imagine this with samosas, is that it's got...
Yes, I think it's
the texture, it's a thick yogurt.
It's a better replacement for chutney, I'd say.
Right? Yeah. So I know that you have a marketing company here in Indonesia, for which you're the chairman, founder, president.
Correct.
And this is a company you opened with all your school friends, college friends, or...
So it started off when I was in university. So when you're in university, you tend to be very associated with club activities, right? You could do many different things within the universities, but you oftentimes, you're a leader in a club or you're a part of a club. But then after that term ends, that's pretty much about it. So in my second year of university, I wanted to create something that lasts. It's not just like a pit stop for an experience, but instead it's something I can build upon.
Okay.
And that is when I was able to figure out, the requirement at that particular stage was just a simple website. A lot of my friends, in fact, I was living in a house where a lady was running her own organization and she was inquiring on that. So I was just being perspicacious. I was doing my market research.
Yeah.
What, if anything, can I start that does not require a startup fee? Okay. And it's mainly just having a bunch of my friends create that. And it was a website. So from there, we were able to evolve into becoming a digital marketing agency. And then we added software development as well. And that is where we ended up with STARA. So 10 years ago in my university, while I was a third year student, I was able to graduate hiring some of my friends as partners, right? And we ended up having an advertising and software development firm from there. And now we've snowballed to having multiple offices, one of which also in Jakarta.
Okay.
So, and then we've been able to diversify even further. In fact, Avi, I'm opening a school.
Okay.
Just next month.
Amazing.
Yes. So we've got STARA Enterprise, which is the agency.
Yeah.
So where we do advertising and software development services for our clients. The second part here is STARA Capital. STARA Capital is where we invest. We invest via our resources. I've got about 35 developers in Bangalore. Okay, they're working with me, and I can utilize the same resources to be. It just kicked in.
Yeah, it is. It's got some heat. It's burning.
Yeah, to
it
be
is
able
burning.
to
Slow heat.
Yeah, to essentially develop the app as an investor.
Yeah.
Right. Then the last part here is where I wasn't able to recruit too many software developers or coders, right, from Indonesia. And the biggest problem in Indonesia is human capital. So that is where STARA Edu is aiming to disrupt the Indonesian education system, in fact, the global education system, but at the same time, offering a comprehensive, I'd say, a holistic approach onto the solution. Problem is human capital.
Yeah.
There are not too many people with such skill sets as it would be in India. There's plenty of them,
Too many.
right? So now we start from the preschool.
So rather than just finding a short-term solution and say, okay, let's just outsource our back end to India, as all companies do, you're like, okay, let me give a long-term solution here and give something back.
Yes, so the holistic solution
Holistic,
here is, so holistic means a full solution, comprehensive, right? Not missing any point. We've got 3 brands. First, it's Doodle Kids. It's a preschool that focuses on languages. Because when you're in preschool, in your kindergarten or your K1, K2, you just want to focus on the foundational skill sets. I'm able to speak English, Dutch, Indonesian, Malay, Spanish, and Hindi, 6 languages. And majority of these languages I picked up when I was a kid, right? Nobody taught me Indonesian. I picked it from my mate while I was here. So the same thing goes, English and Mandarin is a focus for Doodle Kids. From there, once you've established your foundational skills, that's when we have a coding school. It's called Ad Astra. Ad Astra in Latin means to the star. It's actually an anagram of the word STARA. STARA being jumbled up becomes Astra. And I have to add something on top of it. So it's Ad Astra. And that is a coding school focused on children. So year 1 all the way down to when you are basically graduating from high school. And that's year 12. It's basically an extra curriculum school that is able to teach you coding. Whilst when you are able to complete this, when you graduate from, say, your IB A-level program and you graduate from Ad Astra, you're able to utilize your proof of concept. Proof of concept is a project or a startup that you basically, so this is called proof of POC, your proof of concept. So you graduate with that. Now there are 3 options for you. First, you can have all of the Ivy League colleges, all right? They could queue for you because you are the only candidate here who actually has a startup upon graduation of high school. You're the only one. So you can go to university and they all line up for you. It's going to differentiate you from all the students. The second part here is you could work. You already have the skill sets to be able to work in Google or any other schools because there is no prerequisites of universities for most tech companies. Lastly, is you can become the next Elon Musk. You can just be an entrepreneur and kick off already.
The next Kanye West, maybe.
Hopefully, yeah. He's a Gemini, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes, Kanye is a big character. Now, the last part here, I'm going to wrap it up with a third point here. It's called Astra Nova. And this brand, it's a university killer, if I may be blunt. So what we do here is understand what are the key skill sets which are needed, right? And that encompasses of number 1, full stack developers. So that is one that we offer. Second one, it's data sciences. So for you to be a business analyst, practical skills. Third is digital marketing, just like what you're doing over here. So these 3 skill sets are offered as a boot camp. $5,000, 3 months, in, out, you got it. Instead of basically spending.
This sounds amazing, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to get the right people to implement this long term as well? Are you going to outsource those people? Have you got people?
We've got people.
Amazing.
So for this, it is more of the professionals teaching a fellow professional. When it comes to academia, it's often times where you have to be able to learn on case study basis. So you learn on what happened 20 years ago. My friend, ChatGPT is ever changing. We live in a very dynamic world now.
Yeah.
So that is where Astranova comes in. We have to continuously update.
Evolve daily.
Yes, because we have the agency, right? Because we are recruiters.
Yeah.
So as recruiters, we know exactly what are the skill sets we need to be able to hire you.
Yeah.
So that is the entire ecosystem of STARA.
That's amazing. You know, another point I want to touch on real quick on this topic. What's amazing to me is that you took your college friend circle and you basically blew it up right there. From that moment, it's like, okay, all of us are going in our directions. We're all tied together. And you created a platform where they could all go run businesses in whatever countries they went to and throw whatever they earned back to this investment corp. And from there, continue to grow new businesses and whatnot. I think that's amazing, man. Is there room for people to join in and invest in what you're doing now? Are you looking for investors?
Right now, we have a franchise approach as well when it comes to the schools,
Yeah,
right?
that's the best way to get it around here.
So that is there. So we would love to be able, again, we would like to open up the doors and for them to be able to expand this even further.
I think we need to get together and talk about that again.
Absolutely.
But for now, we need to pull the trigger with, what did you call her? Padmini?
Padmavati.
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 Padmavati has chosen something lethal.
XXX.
Triple X, buddy. This is the Last Dab.
That is it.
This is the hottest sauce on Hot Sauce Hot Ones. And it's rated version. It's 3 distinct strains of Smoke and Ed curries. Smoke and Ed curry is a hot sauce grower in the US.
Yes.
And he's the one who grew the Pepper X.
Wow.
His most famous chili, Pepper X, Chocolate Pepper X, and Peach Pepper X. Combined in smoky. Yeah. This is lethal, buddy. This is lethal.
I love it. I love it, lethal. You know.
Thank you so much for making it on today. I really appreciate it, bro. And don't hate me after this.
No, I
don't hate me tomorrow morning.
I would love to see my own reaction for this. Yes.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, sorry, yeah.
No,
Nothing much going on here.
not too much. We'll try. You know what? I'm gonna replace this with the other alternative we've got.
Bali Fire,
Bali Fire.
level 5.
Let's do that.
Let me grab it for you. I'm gonna jump in with the Bali Fire level 5.
Love it.
Let's go for a lot there.
Love it. This one I can feel.
Let me quick fire you a few questions.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Bollywood movie about your life. Who's playing you?
Who's playing Shah Rukh Khan for sure?
Of course. Right?
Definitely.
Who's your leading lady?
My leading lady. Some Korean girl. I'm not really into Bollywood ladies anymore. You
So it's a Bollywood movie, but you're going to bring in a
Yeah,
Korean
it has
actress,
to be like
yeah?
that. You know, I'm in love
Amazing
with Blackpink.
crossover.
Jenny Kim, Blackpink. I love Blackpink.
Okay, so she's crossed over to Bollywood. This movie sounds like a hit.
Just for me.
What's the movie called?
Dildo.
Dildo. Because you have 2 hearts? Or give me your heart?
No, because I could please you.
Really? How? I don't understand.
You just got it?
I don't get it yet.
It's dildo. It's a
Dildo!
dildo.
It's a dildo. I get it now. That took me a second. Feeling it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's hotter than the other one.
No, I mean, like, it's not hot, but I would say it's 7 upon 10.
All right, who's directing the movie?
Karan Johar, because he's a Gemini.
Gemini 2.
No, he could really make me feel, you know, like that.
Yeah. Everyone's a fucking Gemini. Oh Lord, help me.
I'm gonna have one more, just for the sake of it. So I could feel you even more. I'm rubbing it in, I'm mixing it up with that other one over there. Can we mix it up a little bit?
Fuck yeah, dude. You want to drop some extra XXX in there too? You
No,
can.
that's not spicy, this one. No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not looking. What are you talking about? Dilraj completed. Bali Fire.
I fired all of them. Yes, I told you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely, my brother.
Thanks so much. Thanks everybody for watching this insane episode with Dilraj. He just blew all of our hot sauces out of the water.
There you go.
And make sure to check out his education program, STARA EDU, on social media and follow Dilraj. Follow us, check out our Spice Club store for some of our hot sauces, and have a very spicy day.